Which of the following is not a characteristic of veins? So we're looking for which one is incorrect of these choices. And let's just draw a picture of a vein just to help us remember. So we have our lumen, our opening, this would be our vein, and then we also have a valve to prevent backflow. So this might be an example of that. Okay, so now let's look at the choices. So option A says they have thick walls. So is that incorrect or is that correct? So the veins, they actually tend to have thin walls. They're not very thick. So since this option is saying they have thick walls, and the question is saying which is not correct, which is not a characteristic of veins, this is most likely our answer. But let's look at the other choices. So option B says they have valves, and we know that this is a correct fact because we have here our valves. The valves prevent the blood from flowing in the opposite direction. So meaning if, let's say, your blood is flowing in this direction here, the valves prevent the blood from then going backwards where it shouldn't be going. So that is true, and we're looking for which is not true. So that means that we could eliminate option B. Option C says they have a large lumen. And yes, the lumen should be large to allow blood to enter and exit appropriately. If it was very narrow, then that would not be a normal finding because we want the blood to be able to move through easily. Therefore, we know that this is correct, but we could eliminate option C because we're looking for which is not correct to answer this question. And then option D here says they carry deoxygenated blood. Now, deoxygenated means that there is no oxygen yet. It needs to go to the lungs to receive its oxygenation. And this is true. There are instances where the veins do carry the deoxygenated blood, the blood that does not have oxygen, back into the heart. For example, when the blood is returning from circulation and it doesn't have oxygen in it anymore and it needs to go back through the heart circulation to reoxygenate. In that instance, there wouldn't be oxygen and the blood is returning in form of the veins. So therefore, because we're looking for what's not correct, we could eliminate option D because we know that this is true. Therefore, option A, they have thick walls, would be our answer here.